Hey, what's going on, guys? Worky here, and welcome back to episode 2 of our 1.15 tutorial mod for Minecraft. In this one, we're going to be doing the main setup and getting actually into the game. So, first thing you're going to want to do is go into source main Java by opening this little thing here. Now, if this shows up a bit weird and it's all kind of compiled into one messy thing, you'll want to just click the 3 dots here, or it might be a down arrow, one of the two. Just click that, go to package presentation and make sure you're on hierarchical, and that makes it, a hierarchy. So you'll see com.example.examplemod and examplemod.java. Now you don't want either of those, but you don't want to delete them. So what you can do is you can rename this and rename this. So how we're going to do that is just right click our com.example.examplemod and refactor, rename. And we're going to rename this to com. Or net, depends. If you have a website, use that. So for example, let's say I have a website, I don't know, 30worty.net, I don't know, just making it up. Say I had 30worty.net, we might want to name this package net.30worty. Tutorial mod. But because I don't have a website like that, I'm going to be using com because that's default, and then follows will be your Minecraft username, and following that will be your mod name. So mine is tutorial mod, but this might be food mod or more blocks mod or whatever you're making a mod for. It doesn't matter, that just needs to be the name. And packages should all be in lowercase, and underscores where you would want a space, but you generally don't have underscores either. So just preview, because I have to do that for some reason. I don't know why Eclipse is doing this. I've never had to preview and then okay. What's going on here? Sometimes it is faster to actually rename it in the file explorer, sometimes, because Eclipse can be quite slow. I do have a lot of projects on here though. Okay, and then you'll see this. So this is your main package, and then we can rename examplemod.java. So right click and refactor, rename, and you're going to want to rename this to the name of your mod. So mine is, and this should be in upper camel case, so mine is tutorial mod, or is it type case? I forget what it's called, but yeah, just like that. That should be the name of your mod. You can also call it main, but just don't, it's ugly. Okay, and there we go, now we have that. So we can open this, and you'll see there's already a lot of stuff in here. So we're going to clear up some of this and explain some of it. So first thing we're going to do is remove some of the comments. You don't have to remove the comments, I just want to make this class a bit cleaner, as I think it's quite messy with all the comments and everything's all over the place and all of that. So, and we're just going to go down the class until we get to the bottom. So first thing we're going to want to do is get rid of this comment right here, and then we're going to change this. So right here we have the @mod tag. So this is telling Forge that it is a mod, and then it will insert this into Minecraft. So this is very important that you have the @mod tag. If you don't have that, it won't work. It won't detect that this is a mod. In here, this takes your mod ID. So your mod ID is a unique set of characters as a string which will represent your mod. So you might see in some mods they will have, so for example, if you do /give in Minecraft, you can do /give @s, and okay, so like /give @s, and then for example it would be Minecraft : dirt, for example. So the mod ID of Minecraft is Minecraft. So this is basically going to want to be the same name as your mod. Now some people do the stupid thing, and for example, because mine's tutorial mod, they will do TM. So some people do stupid things like that, and you don't want to do that. This needs to be a unique value, as if it is the same as another mod, it just won't work. It'll crash, I think. I've never actually tested it, but I think it will crash. Test it if you want, but it won't work in one way or another. So I'm going to be putting tutorial mod, and this needs to be all lowercase. It's very important that it's all lowercase. So I know tutorial mod is already taken. I'm quite sure of that. It's probably already taken, but I'm not going to be publishing this, so it's not a big deal. And then here we have the class, of course, doesn't extend anything, doesn't implement anything. And then we have the logger. So this is what you'll use to output anything to the log. So I'm just going to remove the comment, directly reference a log4j logger. Just going to remove that. You don't need the logger, it's not important, but it's nice to have. So I'm going to keep it anyways. It's basically, you can use it instead of using sysout or syserror or whatever. Next we have the constructor, so let's just move that bracket down. And we can remove some of these comments. So we'll go through them first. So this is registering the setup method, which we haven't gone through yet. Just remove that comment. And then, yeah, let's just remove the comments. They're kind of being a bit confused. And then, so these are just registering, well, they're adding listeners, as you can see, to the mods event bus. And they're adding these, which we'll go through in a second. We haven't got to those yet. It's kind of a bit all over the place, this class, but it's just nice to have instead of us having to create our own. So we use it anyways. So the next thing here is this. So as it says quite rightly in the comment, it registers ourselves for the server and other game events we are interested in. So this basically allows this to be used as an event bus subscriber. So for example, in 1.12, I don't want to get too confused with 1.12 here, but I know a lot of you are probably watching this after 1.12 because you wanted to move on. I don't know if it's the same in 1.14, but there is a tag called @eventbus_subscriber. Does that actually exist? It does, wow. Yeah, so that's basically what this is doing, but we're doing it in the constructor. So it means you don't have to have an extra tag up here. But that's not important anyway, so let's just remove those. That. Okay, the next thing is the setup method. So this is anything you want to happen just common wise. So yeah, we're not going to be going through that much right now, but this just has some logger stuff. But yeah, let's remove that. We don't want too many things just printing to the log. We like to keep the log as clean as possible. Next is client stuff, so stuff that can only be done on the client. Once again, it's logging. I'm not going to use that. InqueueMC and process IMC. InqueueIMC, process IMC. This is just for other mod compatibility. I'm just going to delete these. I don't want these, and just delete them up here. They're not important for me, and I'm probably not going to be covering them. But you can probably find out about that on the Forge docs, or on the Forge Discord if you need. Next is on server starting. So as it says, do something when the server starts. And as it says, you can use subscribe event and let the event bus subscriber method discover methods to call. So let me explain this, what I think will be a bit better. So basically, a subscribe event is telling this class, which is now an event bus subscriber, as we done here, we added it to the event bus. But currently, that doesn't do anything, adding it to the event bus, because we don't have anything in this class which is going to do anything using the event bus. But by us adding this annotation, that means this method will be called by the event bus when the server starts. And yeah, that's just, a very handy thing to have. There should be other ones as well, like FML server stopped, FML server started. I think there's quite a few. I'm actually not sure. Let's have a look, shall we? If we do FML and then press Control Space, yeah, you can see there's all these different things. Not all of them are events, of course, but you could have a method for all of these and have at subscribe event, and it would work fine. But yeah, we're not going to be messing with that one for a while. Let's remove this comment here, so we can go through this ourselves. So this one here is a mod.addEventBusSubscriber. So this is actually a different class, as you can see, public static class registry events. And this has the annotation at mod.eventBusSubscriber, and it's taking in the parameters bus, so it's telling it what bus it actually is. So the bus is mod.eventBusSubscriber.bus.mod. You can just change that to bus.mod. Bus is equal bus.mod, but that can get a bit confusing. And in here we're just basically adding it to the event bus again, and this is for registering our blocks and items. But in an actual fact, I'm not going to be using this to register our blocks and items, as it's not the best way. So I'm actually going to delete that. And we're only 13 minutes into the video. Well, I suppose let's test it and see if we can actually get into the game. First thing I do want to do is just create a few packages and get a setup for that. So in our main package, so com.blah, we're going to create a new package, and I'm going to call this one .objects.blocks, and new package inside of that called objects.items, a new package in the main package called .init, new package .events, new package .entities, new package .world. What else? We don't have proxies anymore. Well, we can, but we're not going to. They're just kind of stupid. Anything else? No, I think that'll do for now. That's just a bit of package setup that I always like to do when I create a mod. Next, we need to actually sort out the mods.toml. TOML. So let's go into source/main/resources. In here we have meta-inf, and in there we have mods.toml. Now if we open this, there's just a lot of comments. It's all really just horrible. It really is. So I'm going to be removing some of these comments but you need to be really careful what you do remove in here, as a lot of it is very important. So first things first, I'm actually going to separate it out so I can tell what's important and what's not. So I'm going to create a space there after mod loader, and a space there, 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 and let's just remove this junk there. Let's remove some of this. There we go, and a space there, and a space there. Okay, there we go. So let's go through some of this. So this is an example mods.toml. It contains data relating to the loading mods. There are several mandatory fields, so these are the ones that are important that you have, and there's optional ones which are with hashtag optional and hashtag mandatory. So they've been nice and commented some of that for us. Overall format is a TOML version 0.5.0, just if you're interested, and there's a couple of TOML lists. Find more information there. The name of, so this field right here is the name of the mod loader type to load. For regular FML mods, it should be Java FML. So we're just going to be leaving that. We're going to leave that one alone. Let's actually create a space there as well. There we go. Next is a version range to match for said mod loader. So basically the version for this, which we're going to be leaving as well. Yeah, we don't want to touch that. And here is the issue tracker URL. So if you have a URL, as it says, to refer people to when problems occur with this mod. So I'm just going to start removing some comments here that we don't really care about because we already know. So we already know that's mandatory. We know that's mandatory. We know that's optional. So if you have an issue tracker, you just link it here. Right there. I will be adding mine. I don't actually have one yet, but I'm going to create one at some point. The next thing is a list of mods. So how many are allowed here is determined by the individual mod loader. So most of the time you just want to leave that one alone. And leave these two alone as well. And let's just get rid of mandatory. Now next is the mod ID. So if we go back into our main class, this value right here, your mod ID, needs to be the same as this. If it's not, your mod will just break. So tutorial mod, and it is all case sensitive. So let's just remove that comment. Next is the version number. So there we go. Yeah, you can do some code to do this yourself, but I'm just going to be writing it manually. So 1.0. Display name, so the actual name of your mod that you want to show up in game. For me, that's just going to be tutorial mod. So this can have capitals and spaces and any symbols. Next is the URL to query for updates, so update stuff. I think this is unused, I think. Let's just remove these comments as well. I think this is unused, but yeah, I'm just going to remove that one and remove that one. Next is a URL for the home page of this mod, so basically a wiki, or this can be the CurseForge page or whatever. I'm going to leave that for now. That's optional. Next is basically the path to the logo starting in the root of the mod, so the jar, and that is containing the logo. Once again, I'm going to be leaving that one. Next is credits. Basically, you should know what credits are. They're quite simple. So in the credits, I'm going to just put 30 Worty, of course, me, and all of my subscribers. There you go, so that's the credits. Nice, you can put whatever in there. Next is just the authors, which is basically the credits. I don't really understand the difference, but I'm just going to put 30 Worty in that one. Next is the description. Simple description. It's multi-line. I'm just going to put hello. This is a description. And I do not know what to write here. There we go. And next is the dependencies. So we're just gonna dependencies are optional, but you do need these main ones, and this is Minecraft and Forge. So I'm just going to change where it says example mod here, just change that to your mod ID. So tutorial mod and tutorial mod. And I'm just going to remove that comment, and I'm going to leave all of this. I'm not touching any of that. So actually I'm just going to leave a few lines for that to be its own little thing. And actually I might as well just remove these comments up here. There we go. So now we can close that file, not important anymore. Next I'm just going to create the little assets path. So in source main resources, I'm going to create a new package, call this assets. Make sure you spell assets right, ASSETS, and then dot, and then your mod ID, so tutorial mod, all lowercase of course, and I'm going to leave the assets from there. So next thing you can do is actually run it. So initially you might just think you press the play button, and you do, but you have to select run client and just press OK. Alternatively, you can go into command prompt again, and if you just locate to this file, what's happening there? Oh, I did something wrong. I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? Oh dear, what did I do wrong? But I added back these URLs, and I added back this one, and now it seems to be working. So I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I think it's fine though. Yeah, it's working now. So it said they were optional. Not entirely sure why. Actually, I can close that mod now. There we go. So now we are in the game. There you go. So it does have a warning, Forge beta. Major issues may arise. Now, let me just turn my GUI scale down. That's way too small. There we go. Biome blend. Nice. 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 Anything else I need to change? Don't think so. Oh yes, audio. Let's just bump that down. Actually, much better. Right, so if I go and click on mods, you can see that mine is here, and it has this. Don't know what HT is. Don't know. Did I put something in there? Don't know. Oh, I think it might be the tab there. But yeah, that's that. Let's just load into the game to show you it does work. So creative, create new world. Okay, so there we go, and we now have a mod in 1.15, Minecraft 1.15.1. If we just click here, there you go, Minecraft 1.15.1. So you can now say that you have a mod for Minecraft 1.15. I don't know why my FPS is so low, by the way. It's not normally that low. I normally have like 80 FPS, at least. Yeah, anyways. Probably because it's just a dev environment. Yeah, so if you guys did enjoy this video, please do be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you really enjoyed, please do be sure to share it. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.